of Kelachandra Plywood Industries, an ISO 1901-2000 certified company which belongs to the well-reputed Kelachandra Group, who were the pioneers and flag bearers of industrial innovation in Kerala for the past 5 decades. Kelachandra Group of Industries, with its commitment to quality and customer delight, is a premier player in the field of pipes, engineering works, hotels, and rubber machineries. Kelachandra Business Group has initiated many industries including Kelachandra Metals, Kelachandra Wood Industries, Carmel Wood Products, Kenwood Industries, and the Kelachandra Wood Zone brand name. Let us now welcome Ms. Gina Kuruvula, a lady with high business exposure and management acumen, to tell us her success story. Welcome, ma'am, once again.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. And good morning to one and all the young ladies present here, young and energetic ladies. Thank you, Bindu ma'am and Jisha ma'am, right? Thank you for inviting me. First of all, let me tell you, I am not that much a good speaker at all, not at all a motivational speaker. I don't know how much I'm going to be successful in motivating you. But I can share my experiences, which I had almost 15 years with the business which are running. And in between, if you have any queries, you can very well raise your hand and you can stop me and ask a question, no problem at all. I don't want it to be like a one-way communication, like I speak everything which you're not understanding, but I use normally very simple language, no big jargons I'm not going to use. I may talk about the company, yeah, definitely, and what we do. Then first thing, I have some clarifications to give you. About the motivational talk, I told you, like, I'll tell you what all things I'm doing here, and if you get motivated, well and good. Successful entrepreneur. Now, it defines, how do you define success? How can you say that I am a successful entrepreneur? Any idea? No, don't worry, it's not a question and answer session. If you don't have any answer, I'll give you the answer. Don't worry at all. Don't switch off your video and all. No problem at all, okay? No, if you talk about a successful entrepreneur, first comes, who are the big people come to your mind? Bill Gates come, right? Zuckerberg come, Steve Jobs come. Yeah, definitely, they are all successful entrepreneurs, business tycoons. Now, when you say a successful entrepreneur, normally they have to come with new ideas or a business every day. Every day they have to come with something new, something innovative, something new business, some new ventures. To be very frank, I'm not in that category at all. But yes, in certain way, I am successful. Because when you set a goal, when a particular goal has been set for your company or anything, you set a goal. Might be you're going to win a competition. When you're going to win an exam, you want to be first, or you have to attain 50% more, or 50%, whatever it is. In that, if you put a standard like that, then you are successful. So definitely we have our own criteria, our own standards which we are trying to attain. Whenever we reach that particular standard or particular criteria, we can say that we are successful. Now, that's what just I wanted to tell you, because every time you talk successful, I feel so bad because we are a very small firm. We are trying very hard to achieve certain goals which we have set. And that's one thing. Now, I'll talk about our firm. First, like as I think somebody introduced, I don't know, anyway, somebody introduced. After my PG, post-graduation from SCMS College, I did my PGDM. From there, I joined actually a newspaper firm, Madhrubhumi. There I worked almost 1 year. Every firm have their own method of training and method of teaching you how to go about. And so my job was to have circulation for the kids magazine. Now they didn't have a clear-cut rule like how you have to do the circulation, how you have to increase circulation, but I had to do that. There's no target also because it's like a very historical type of, I don't know what the current status is. At that time, there was no like aggressiveness not there. Like in SBT bank earlier. No aggressive, everyone very passive, no active members in the meeting, all very old, white, gray head. I'm not telling you the current scenario, it's the past. So MBA graduate selecting was itself something very new. So I came like hi and all. They were like, "What is lady doing?" Because they're all staring. Because all old people, no talk, all silent, no music, nothing, anything. So I just have to be. I have to do the increase the circulation figures. So I asked many people, "What should I do?" You find your own method. No, that was at that time. It's Kottayam. Might be Cochin was very different. Cochin was entirely different. But see, when you have different branches, if that particular monitoring is not being done, it will lose its what you say that passion to like what do you say the grow, or the strategy may loosen its main goals and all. So what I did was like I took all the magazines or kids magazine, brochures, whatever we had, then started going to each and every school. Then asked school headmistresses or school or principal, and I asked, can I just talk to the kids? Can I just talk to only 5 minutes? Can I just talk to the kids? No, they were telling why. Then I said, show the magazine. It was a very good magazine, like a Children's Digest. It was a very good magazine. Then they said, okay, well, very well, you can talk. I took might be 5-10 minutes. I started going each and every school, and everybody gave an opportunity to talk because the magazine was really good. Actually, Madhrubhumi is that particular magazine, excellent book, very good English. Like I don't think any magazines right now. I don't know. It happened maybe 15 years back. 15, 16 years back. So that was so they started getting the circulation figures, but after that I just quit the job because of many reasons. Because I had to join some other firm and all that. That's another story. The thing is that opportunity you have to find. There you cannot say that in your the poster which your college have made. If opportunities does not knock at your door, build a door. I was so happy to see that particular caption. So that is what, see, in your business, if I'm doing a business and whatever, you cannot say that everything opportunity will come. It will not come. You have to find your own opportunity. You have to find everything what you see as an opportunity. Yeah, there is an opportunity. So that is one thing which I wanted to tell. Now, before that, about our firm, rather than I keep on telling, I'll show some pictures like what we are doing now, how many firms we have, and what actually we are doing in that firm. I'll try to share. Can you please allow me to share the screen?
Yes, ma'am, you can share the screen.
Can you see?
No, ma'am.
One second, one second. Sorry, I'm not possible. I think it's not possible. Let me see. Sorry, I think it's not possible. Can you see? I think it's not possible. Not possible, no? Not seeing, right?
Not seeing much.
Forget it. Okay. Okay, we have basically two business. One is an interior division, which we do all the interiors, like everything, like cupboards, kitchen, wardrobe, ceiling works. There's actually our old showroom, which you can see behind. Uh, Everything like bed coats, sofa set. And our main clients right now is from Bangalore and Kochi. Kottayam, yeah, we are basically from Kottayam, but Kottayam, we're not getting that much market because people are, different target audience we have. Like for Cochin, yeah, yes, we have. But for the last 2 years, COVID has affected really bad. But okay, like now it's slowly picking up, but again, new variants are coming. So hope for the best. By Jan, and I think more worse virus is coming, it seems. Anyway, now we are slowly picking up. Bangalore, yes, we have a very good market right now. We don't have many of the salesperson or executives to promote our products. Everything is reference. Word of mouth is the only publicity right now we are having. And of course, for the past 1-2 years, we are doing digital marketing. Now, then for the another division is a plywood manufacturing unit. So whatever raw material we are actually taking for the interior division, we are getting from our own plywood manufacturing unit. This unit is entirely only meant for residential purpose. Now, when you go to a particular shop, you can see n number of plywood. Have you seen plywood? Can you just raise your hand? Do you know anyone knows plywood? Lashmi, was that a hand raise? Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm so happy about the college because everybody's video is on. Last time I had a session, I was just speaking to the screen. I don't know who is looking at me and are they understanding or listening. I'm so happy about that. Everyone's, the screen which I'm seeing, everyone video is open, switched on. So like the raw material which we get from the plywood factory, we use it for our next unit, that's our interior division. And we have specific plywood for everything. Like for kitchen, we have a kitchen plywood. For wardrobe, we have a wardrobe plywood. Then ceiling, stair, everything we have a different plywood. Now, I don't think any company right now is doing that. We do another process for making, maybe even the plywood has been tailor-made. And for that, we are charging a premium amount. Our plywood is really expensive because all the raw material we are importing it. And from Burma, Malaysia, because that particular raw material, wood we get from, wood we use as a raw material is not available in Kerala or India. Northern part is available, it's very hard to get from here, there to here. So import is the only option which right now we're doing. Now that has been used for our modular kitchen units. We have about like, for both the factory, we have about might be like some 60-70 workers with us and might be some 20-25 employee staff. We have a separate installation unit at Bangalore. So that is how we are doing. Now, see the motivation. Now, these are the things, the business thing part I'm telling. Now, for the motivational part, I can say, to be very, I come a little more down, like what happened to me and when I came here to the business part and all. See, I was not born like a businesswoman and all. I'm married to the business family, where my in-laws were running the vineyard, a little more downward integration. Might be like they were running a peeling unit. It's a little more backward integration. About the plywood, you can talk about forward integration. I don't know how much you know in a business particular line. When you move up the line to reach the customer, it's a forward integration. When you go backwards, a backward integration, you see. So at that time, it was more of a backward integrated firm. Now, after my husband started taking over this particular unit, we forward integrated. A little more, forward integrated means to reach more to the customer. There is no mediator in between. We have reached the customer, like that you can see. We're directly selling. So when I joined the firm after my marriage, I was also very young. I started going to a firm, factory visit every day with my husband. And so the first thing is not being a woman, it is being your ignorance of the product. It's not, I never say that being a woman, no, everyone is equal. So I don't think that being a woman that looks well, no, nothing like that. Everyone is equal. Now women is more stronger than men. Because we have the capability of multitasking, to be very frank. Men go like this. Have you noticed? See, I have 5 kids. When I ask my girl, Marita, can you go and pick that particular cloth? She will, wherever it is, she'll find and come with a particular pink or whatever. My boy, the twin, okay, my little Kari, he's 8-year-old, both of them are 8 years. If I ask Kari, can you go and pick that, I don't even say the color, that basket, big basket, if I say, he go directly and he will roam around there for 5 minutes. He say, where's the basket, Amma? Because He know only that particular place. He look over there, no. He won't even search. But of course, there are men who can do multitasking, but normally women is meant for that. We do a lot of work. So when I went to the factory for the visit, people were looking like this because I know. I said, "What is this veneer?" And I said, "This is the way you have to keep." I cannot comment. This is how we keep. I just asked because I don't know because it's all messed up. Anybody can see it's all complete mess out there. No, they were laughing like that. They were not smiling. They were just smiling with looking at each other's face. So I said, "Okay." I felt bad, really bad, because I know I'm not going to do anything over here because there are North Indian workers, Malayali workers who have been working for the firm for might be some 15 years, very old people. So I know I'm not going to fit here. Then in between, I come to the go to the factory, started learning the products, started knowing more about the products. See, if you have a passion, the first thing for an entrepreneur is passion to learn, a passion for the business, whatever business you are running. I don't know why I'm talking all this to psychology students. What entrepreneur I am really don't understand. Might be some psychology clinic you can run or anything. In a business, psychology might be required right now. After some time, it is required because a lot of psychology issues are there in the firm also. See, so many women come again, the workers in between, they have to have all the training. That's true. Anyway, so after some time, I started learning. At that time, we don't have everything at fingertips, okay? We have to collect books. We have to read the books. We have to learn the designs. We have to learn everything. I started learning because at that time, I was not working with St. Kitts. After 1 year only, after 1 year of marriage, only I started working with St. Kitts parallelly. So I worked with St. Kitts and till noon, I used to go to college. After that, I come to the company. That was a cycle. So a lot of inputs. See, in between your teaching and coming back to the factory means a lot of sense. What you're teaching in the book is entirely different what is being practiced in a factory. Because you can say many things in the book. This is how a firm is, that's true. But that will never be in a company. Every firm, we can say that Japanese system or whatever system. But in a particular firm, you cannot say that that will be directly applicable to my company or any company. There will be many successful companies, but the best things can be taken part only small. The entire system you cannot actually copy at all because a particular culture, the people involved in that particular line, the staff culture, everything. You cannot all of a sudden, even the Kerala culture, the people with Bangalore, they work in a different style. Our own team. The people over here work in a different style. Even Malayalis, when they go abroad, they work differently, right? When they come into Kerala back, they don't like to work. It's normal because of the culture, they do that. So I started learning. See, each and everything, whatever come to my front, there was no. See, another thing is always be positive, always yes. Don't think that, see, it's not possible for me. Yes, it's not because wood all peeling full of dust. Every time I come out from the factory, it's full dust, to be very frank, dust, because the peeling is running, the panels or the cutting is running, the small sawn piece, there's all dust. But still, you have to have a passion for that. I actually love business, one thing. Because one other thing is, I wanted to help my husband in a sense. No, I don't think I wanted to help my husband. I love business. But see, just like after some time, it will be like a help. And women who are with the, see, after marriage, if your husband is having a business, it's always good to be with them. Because the wavelength will be very much improved. Because whatever tension your husband is going through, you will very well know. See, if you are in a different world, kitchen, cooking, and all, so you can do all this thing. See, multitasking, I told you, women is good for everything. You can do cooking, you can do business, you can take care of a child, you can do everything. See, that is one thing. Don't think that, see, after marriage, that is the end of the life. No. You have to have kids. You can take care of them. You can do business. You can have jobs. See, you have to have job. That's one thing. No, see, I have 156 participants over here. See, one thing, please make sure all should enter jobs after marriage. Don't think that after job, okay, marriage, I am settled. No. See, you might have married a business tycoon or whoever, but you should have a small job of your own. You should be having your own pocket money, right? See, so that's one thing. Whatever passion you have, you go for the passion. Might be designing or fashion designing or even a beauty parlor. See that anything, whatever you want, you go for your passion. And definitely, even though after some time, down your educational stream or after your career, even though you may go from a psychology to some other stream, but definitely your psychology, what you've studied, will definitely help you. Whatever you studied, don't think that you have might be after before that. PG students also here, as Bindu ma'am told, your graduation you might have taken BCom, but that will definitely help you. Don't think that BCom, PG, you may be going to different stream, but you know all those things. See, when you're in a business, you have to know accounting. I have learned that. I was sitting with a CA firm for 1 year. I did not do anything. I used to go for all the auditing, wherever, I don't know, to the banks. And I don't know, I actually did not know what I was doing. Just cross checking 580, 660. So that was an auditing, internal auditing they do. But that was a lesson for me. Now, if I see any mistakes in the accounting, so you should, if you're running a business, you should be knowing your balance sheet. You should be knowing what exactly is in your balance sheet. You should be knowing you're going in profit. Where is your money going? So a little bit of accounts you have to know. Even though you don't have an accounting background, you have to know. You should be little understanding of the numbers. You should have little background about HR. Definitely psychology will help you. Now, when you talk with your employees, no, you don't think that, see, you are the owner, be very commanding, do that, do this. They will never listen to you. You have to be very, see, go deep down. You have to be very polite with them. See, they're also human beings. They have their, because they don't think like, so one thing, they don't think like us. They only work. If I ask a carpenter, what are you doing? He's making a thing. He's nailing the legs. For whom? I don't know. Which wood it is, that he knows. For whom, which client? No. What finish it has to be? Are you going to polish a different finish? I don't know. So they're very narrow-minded. See, they narrow-minded means they do only that particular work. Because if you're a managerial post or if you're an entrepreneur, you have to go have a, see, everywhere you have to have eyes. You know, I and my husband, we were both basketball players. So our coach used to say, you should have an eyes in the back. See, you should have two eyes at the back. So you should be knowing like who's coming back. See, so that lesson is now what you're doing. So we are actually practicing that also. You should know like what is happening behind. You should know happening what is going to be ahead. Everything you have to know. So when we teach when at times we talk to our workers, we say, see, when you get a particular production file, you don't think that this is a table I'm going to make only the carpentry thing. No, you should know what are the products you are planning to make for them. And what are the finishes? Is it mahogany, teak, laminate, lacquer, or whatever finish you're planning to do for the customer? Which customer? What is the job of the customer? See, you might be dealing with, see, we have very prestigious client whose names normally come in the newspapers most of the days. And if you're working for the particular client and he doesn't know, so you're making for the table for very prominent person in the industry. He doesn't know. See, he should know, no, he's working for that particular person. He should be feeling proud, right? So that's why when in the client's file, we're giving all the names of the clients, where Bangalore, Kochi, wherever. So he should know, he or she should know, or the production manager definitely have to teach them. See, you're making for a prestigious client. So that is one thing. Then I'm jumping from one point to another because you're not asking any questions. Now, even though I've written something out to be like, one thing is a passion I talked about, being a yes woman. See, you should have an yes attitude, a positive attitude. See, I have a business meeting today morning and I'm all set up, ready, everything. And immediately just half an hour before my younger one started crying. See, one thing is I have got 5 kids, okay? 5 kids, 2 sets of twins, and the smallest one is 1.5 years. And somehow I managed to come out of the house by 9:30, 10 to sit in our office. And lunchtime I go back to see the factory premises in our house in our factory premises. So I can go up and down to the house and back to the factory. And there is no maid for cooking, to be very frank. See, don't think that I have so many cooks and full loaded with, no. After COVID, I'm not asking anybody to enter the house because all small kids, I'm very scared over that. But there is one Hindi maid girl, she's young. She doesn't know cooking or anything, but she takes care of the cleaning and all those things. Cooking and all, I do night time. See, 10:30, 9:30, 10. So I'm doing a very tough time. See, it's not thing that, see, CEO and all is very good. See, funda names you have, but I do all the works. I attend business meeting. If I want to go to Bangalore, I put all my kids to my mother's house. I just go. So far, I'm not done. The youngest one, I'm not done. But if there is a need, we've done that. We've taken all the kids to Bangalore. That's all we have done. See, when there is a requirement, we can have n options. Don't think that that is a block for you. Don't think that, see, COVID, we have a lot of things, but there is always an opportunity for you. One thing about this COVID time, no, we were all stuck in home. No, we were very, see, when I used to teach the marketing subject, that digital marketing, there was a chapter or a particular module that was run only 1 hour or half hour was given for that particular module. Very fast, we say, okay, digital marketing, Facebook, social media, okay, bye. That time it just only means for might be kids, I mean, might be college students or kids to chat and put some post and all. Or might be some only for a social type of, might be chats. Now this has become a very, very strong tool. See, for the last 2 weeks, we have got, I think, more than 5-6 inquiries. We've not done anything in the social media MS marketing. Now we have more than 4-5 inquiries only through Facebook and Instagram. And for the past, 1 year, we have actually placed a person, appointed a person for the digital marketing, a person. And he also actually took a digital marketing course by chance. He's telling me, accidentally, hey, ma'am, I don't know why, how did you forecast this digital marketing opportunity? He said, ma'am, it's all came like that. I did not get my results because of the code. So I just dumped just like that on digital marketing course. Now he's getting a very good opportunity right now. The first person, he's already been hired by somebody else. The second person came. He's a little more, just soon after the course only have come. No, but the thing they're doing is they have started posting different videos. Insta, you can do anything, no? All the TikTok, like we do all the TikTok type things, not just a video moving. So for that also we're getting inquiry. See, at times if you share, we get 1.5K viewership. I don't know what is, see, might be the music, but we get inquiry. When we're teaching, we spend hardly 30 minutes, 1 hour session, digital media, LinkedIn and all at that time. I didn't know. Insta also, I didn't know at that time. Because now only everyone is having an Insta account, might be for the past 2-3 years, might be. So Insta and all is playing lot of inquiries coming. So even though we don't have, so that's what I learned from the COVID times. Our company have changed digital marketing more. We are appointing. So now we cannot think about a firm we can think about without an executive, business marketing executive, but we cannot think right now with a digital marketing executive. Because they're doing a phenomenal job because we're getting inquiries. Yeah, they're behind us. Man, today's post, what is today's post like that? He's not very, might be graduate, yes, of course, but he has taken a short-term course, 6 months or 3 months, and he knows all the tools, what should be done, some analysis and all he knows. So that is one thing. Now, one point is, even though you become old, that is one thing I've written here, adapt to the digital world. Now, if you're a teacher, of course, you have to be there to the digital world. If you're a business person, might be you not be that much too adaptive to the digital world, but you have to be very adaptive. You should know what is going to be the next. Have you anyone know about the pager? Pager. Have you heard about the pager?
Yeah, doctors use it, right?
Yeah, it might be some 15 years back. Pager was something which came to the market and it was everybody who see pager. It's like I can say like a portable, small, digital type of thing. Only the messages you can send. And soon it came out of the market and then mobile and all came. So like that, now everything you should know the market. You should know the pulse of the market. Every time you should read newspaper. Now I don't tell read newspaper. You should be knowing about the news. Because nowadays newspaper there's nothing, but you should be updated with the news every time. Because without news, any interview you go, something will be asked with the current scenario, some current issues. So don't think that. See, I'm not telling you like a quiz person. You have to be bombarded with all the information. No, up to date current issues you have to be knowing. You should be knowing like what is the current issue, what is the market, what is I'm not a very share person, but if the share price are going down, that there's something happening in the market, only that much you have to know. I'm not telling all the share values, no. You should know what is happening in the current market. See, the new variant have come, immediately share prices are going down. Now everybody is a little tense about the purchase and supply. They're now not giving credit right now. Everybody is a little scared because very skeptical about what's going to happen for the Jan end or Feb to the beginning of the Feb. Okay, am I time? Oh my, I was telling, I was thinking 10:30. No. Okay, so you should be very like a watchful dog. You can say very clear. Like you should know what your business should be very clear. The market which you're handling should be very clear. The customer pulses you should know. So you're talking about old things like some laminate, and but you should know the pulse of customers in Bangalore is different from Kochi or in Kottayam. We have a more of a moving crowd in Bangalore. So they don't want, say, if I give you 25 years of guarantee, they don't want 25 years of guarantee. They want only 5 years of guarantee. After they're going to move from the other place, from that particular apartment, they will be definitely changing. So you cannot give that particular, okay, offer 15 years of guarantee. No, I need to give only 5 years of guarantee. But in Kerala, in Kottayam, Kochi and all, they will have their own home. Lifelong guarantee they want. We will say lifelong guarantee, we cannot give. 15, 20 years, because 20 years definitely you do a renovation, kids marriage or some, so definitely we give a 15, 20 years guarantee. So you should know the pulse of the market, the pulse of the customer. Your competitors, you should be like, know what the competitors are doing. And there is something in the market, that's why the competitors have changed the strategy, that you have to know. Then there will be a lot of challenges for you being a woman. See, that point I've taken from the net, but I don't think that being a woman, because I never think that being a woman, there will be challenge, I don't know, but I never faced that situation. But at times we attend a lot of corporate meets. I and my husband, individually, I didn't have a chance to go, but we used to attend corporate talks. But all the corporate talks, women entrepreneurs or the women persons who are in the leading position will be very less. Only 2-3 people, and they will be sticking together like in a big hotel for the buffet lunch or whatever. Very less number usually come. I don't know why, because women is having so much of potential. Why don't we all try hard to reach the, I think also marriage, kid, that's not a criteria. Never, always say after marriage, we have a lot of biodatas coming, CVs coming after for the interview. They might be studied in a very good college, in Bangalore and Bangalore, I say, okay, Bangalore, very good college, then a very good firm they have worked, then 3 years of gap. Then they're coming here in such a small firm. I said, what happened? Marriage, 3 years gap, baby. I said, that's the least excuse you should give. Why should you give that excuse? Of course, you have to take care of your kids, but that doesn't mean that you should have a long gap. You come out from your career and then you take a gap, then let the kid grow. Then the second kid come, third kid come. Then when are you going to start a career? So that is not an excuse. Try to find your own solution. And please don't, to be very frank, please don't ask your in-laws or your mother and father to take care of your kids. Just giving them advice, okay, don't do that. They have lived a tough life, all the jobs and all. Don't do that. You find your own solution. I never suggest that, or I never support that, because they are reaching the old age. You should not try more hardship than them. You find your own solutions for that. Now, children and company, another point which I've written is children and company. Yes, so you should definitely 24 hours. Yeah, we have business talk. My husband have business talk. That's true. We fight only for business, to be very frank. He has his own opinion. I have my own opinion. We only normally fight for only that particular reason. I don't think we fight for any other reason out of the maybe 15 years, 16 years. No, but we should have a particular time for our kids, because out of the whole world, the kids are, why should you work? We have a passion. We have a passion. Yeah, we have to passion to run the firm. We are giving a lot of employment for the neighborhood people who are living around here. That is true. That's all true. But we should definitely have time for our kids. We should give them an outing. But for the COVID times, we are not doing that because I'm very scared of COVID. Because we don't have much of a help from anybody, because all the 5, if anyone get, we all have to stay there. So that is one thing. But we should try, any entrepreneur or any business person, teachers or whatever business or anything you are involved, you should find some time for kids. For you, since a student, you should definitely find time for your parents. You have a lot of mobile time, right? Do you have time for your parents? See, yes, my kid was only 8 years. Now it's just started having the rebellious type of character, okay? We used to have at the time of that ninth grade, 10th grade, the teen, no, that time. What's your problem? Mom? If I do like this, what is your problem? If I keep buying books like this, what is your problem, ma'am? Even my 8-year-old, I said, Marita, from where you started learning all these things? Because might be, I don't know, I don't allow them with a lot of mobile time is not there, TV time, but still, I don't know whether they've learned all these things. Past 2 years are not going to school also, but still that thing is there because of the generation, I don't know. But you should find, definitely you should find time for your parents, because mobile time you have time with your friends, right? After some time you will be longing for a time for your parents to talk. Seriously, I'm telling. My husband's mom, she was a professor at BCM college. She she was a great lady, to be very frank. Though my in-law, she was a great lady. She was very specific, very systematic, and all. For the past 2 years, she's in Alzheimer's. She doesn't know anything. She's like a small kid. Yesterday also I met her. She's not with us. She's in the um, family home itself with my husband's brother. Now my husband says, see, I think I should have spent a little more time, healthy time with mom. See, after marriage, you move out from the house, but still, when you're at home, that's the only time you can take care of your parents. After that time, you have your own responsibility. So, just an advice or maybe a suggestion. See, at time you have to. There is mobile time. How many of you have tried to teach your parents, those who are not aware about much of a mobile technology and all? How many of you have tried? No, don't raise your hands. You should, if you are not tried. Good. If you are supporting, very good. Because when I, even with our 5 kids, I go to my home. Okay. I don't have, one will be up, running up and down. And because we don't have a two-store building here, in my home, there's two. One will be running up and down, peeing, So I'll be running around. In between my mom. See, when I see all the TikTok videos, moms, I don't never feel guilty because I always try to help my mom. She say, I say, my mom, change your profile picture. So old profile picture, how do you do that? I take time for them, whatever it is for the small kids. See, mom. So my mom is tech savvy, in a way, seriously. But my in-law is not. If she would have been tech savvy or she would have been updated with the technology, I don't think she will be having Alzheimer's. Uh, Definitely only women can do that. She's having only three boys. All see, men can do only certain. They are not blaming them. Men are born like that. Women can take care of definitely their parents very well than men. Though you are in another house or whatever, you all. So that's why I told you can do multitasking. So at times I feel so sad seeing my mother-in-law. I feel so bad, because she was a professor. She now also the pension is getting huge amount, but there's no use. She don't even understand anything. I don't know how much time she had good time. She had good time with the, but she was working hard with. She was working with BCM college, chemistry professor for so many years. She was very strict, but I don't know how much time she had a good time with uh, her sons, to be very frank, because they are after some they're in different colleges, air card, all different boarding, Bangalore, and so see this time is the best time if you are with your parents, especially COVID time. No, 2 years. I know you're all fighting with your mom. I can't stay with my mom within 1 week. Oh, after that, we'll fight and come out. For what, mom? You are in my head. See, that's all true. But try to enjoy all the good times with your parents. After that, you go back to your college boarding. Now, just schools, college started, right? You're all from college or from home?
From home.
From home. Okay. There is a lot of the reason, because they are the only persons who can command you. See, do like that, keep your room tidy. Why do you like this? Put your dress properly. What is this? See, they're the only person who can command you. Once your husband or somebody, you will get so irritated. You don't like that. You cannot answer back. That's another thing. How they get offended? So that is one thing. I'm just telling, little personal, but still, I don't know how it's going to benefit you, but that is one thing. Then another thing is self-care is very, very important. Self-care in the sense, see, you might be having any number of reasons to be untidy. You might have a lot of things, but you have to have very well dressed, very neat and clean. When an outsider sees you, you should be very appealing. See, for a business person, like when a client is come, see, I normally look at the legs, feet of every person, see how clean they are, see the room. I normally look. Even a customer who comes, I definitely look. They're talking about clean. If they're very clean, I know they're going to look in each and every point of the furniture. So I can see polishing to be pakka, no loopholes in the polishing point, okay, because that person is very neat and tidy. They will be having some files. I look, okay, that's also very neat and clean. So in that sense, the person is pakka with every very systematic. So you should also be very systematic. But I don't give our workers to see like one client like this, no client. I never say. See, sometimes our employees say, ma'am, that side is seen in the back. We usually keep that cabinet in the back side of the wall. So that back portion will be seen. So I'll say, see, I have a habit of changing my furniture always round, round, round. I have a habit that I keep my furniture like this. I keep my that side. I rotate my bed coats very often like this side, that side, and all I do. So that client also may have. You don't know. So don't focus all of products. See, very recently one thing happened. Our drawers, okay, the drawers of the furniture. There's a foyer drawer. Normally, we don't polish under the drawer. Laminate drawers and the bottom drawer, okay, the bottom drawer. And I got a photo from the Bangalore client. See, your nail is popping out. I was like wondering how come she. See, I was when I saw that I felt very bad. See this. See workers. I cannot blame them because they have that limitation. They don't. We cannot blame our workers. One thing, they do a lot of work. They do. See, we cannot. I never blame my workers. We have to give instruction. I have to ask them. So and so, have you looked in the bottom of the drawer? Have the nails all correct? Then they will look because we are not given the training because we will think let it go, they will not do. We have to give systems. If a company is having proper systems, this will not have happened. Then the client took a photo, I don't know, underneath the drawer she went have kept. Anyway, the nail was popping with shining the thing because the flashlight was there, so the nail can be seen. So she did see all the drawers is like this. The nails can be seen. You should have been properly fixed it. It's actually properly fixed, but it's a little bulging out. I said, sorry, ma'am. Then from Bangalore, it was taken back. Then we refixed it. Then we have given that. So some clients are very specific. So don't think that, see, everything is for granted, that back side. No. Everything has to be neat and clean, like yourself. You have to be presentable. When your customers see, you don't think that, see, COVID time, customers coming to our factory or our home or our business, whatever, you should be very well dressed, very properly presentable. And everything, the seed we offer, everything has to be very well. That is care is very important. Now, I already told, adapt to the digital world. I told you have to be very adaptive. See, now we have an Insta page. We have a Facebook page as well as Insta page, and all the Instas. See, I don't know how I manage, but all the Insta, I think only one or two somebody have posted. All the Insta reel, and I didn't know actually reel, okay. Everything I started editing. If you ask me in short, yes, I know. Video show, yes, I know. If you know Canva, yes, I know. I don't know how I learned, but I started learning. After kids all sleep, I started learning and all this. Now, if you have a passion, you can do that. And I wanted to do something in the Insta because I know that was a media which is coming to be like very popular in the business also. I was not at all an active member in Facebook for the past so many years. After 2 years, I'm just telling this, you might be knowing about Jesus use. I don't know, I'm a very active member. See, I have everything. See, one thing, since I'm talking about myself, don't think that I. You all can put yourself, yes, your name. When an opportunity, if you know cycling, do you know cycling? If you don't know, you have to learn. If you don't know swimming, you have to learn. Do you know horsing? To ride on a horse? No, you have to learn. See, I learned, seriously, in COVID time I learned. I almost touched 40. And I'm scared, my God, if I fall down this horse, oh my God, I don't know what my kids do, but still, I have see, when you ride on a horse, I'm just telling, when you ride on a horse, you have a commanding power. You give up all your inhibitions. The scare, the horse, when you run, up and down, you say, oh my God, I'm going to fall down. No, I'm going to fall down. That feel is there, but still, see, whatever chance for you to learn, don't think that I'm not fit for that. You are fit for everything. Just try out. Why don't you try out? You can do anything, some drawing, something, everything. everything you have to learn as far as it's easy for you. I'm not telling that you have to pay so many. If you have a passion, you learn. If you see, I still have a passion for drawing and painting, but I didn't get an opportunity to learn actually. If it was done from my childhood, I might have been not a good painter, but I could have done something. I do designing. I'm not a designer at all. But initially, when the firm was run by my husband and one old employee of us, she's older, she used to look accounting, attendance, everything. She was the one. It's like a one-man army, and my husband. There was no many of the employees. At that time, see, I started designing. I am not a designer. I started referring different magazines, Indian magazines. We didn't have much of a Google platform to search at that time. So then I started designing, which are very simple kitchen drawer software. I learned, and first design was given to the customer. They were very okay because now we have a lot of other better options to show them 3D and 3D type of 3D Max and all is there. At that time, there was nothing. I learned, see, whatever. So now when because I've learned, if a designer say, man, this is not possible, don't say that, it is possible. See, unless you do that, only you will know, or you will listen to all the lame excuses. I've been in the factory throughout the day when my husband went abroad for some raw material purchase, morning till evening throughout. It's very hard to stay in the factory, too hot. So when we stay, oh, it's too hot. What should we do? We have to reduce the temperature of the factory. So we have put some exhaust fans like on the top, self-rotating fan. So when you put in their shoes, only you will know what's the difficulty of the workers, what they're facing. So you cannot blame them. Our system is not correct. That is why the employees are doing that. If you have a pakka system, the employees will never do like that. No workers will do that. There should be always a checking system. Quality checking system should be there. There have to be everything. So one thing I was telling, like coming back to the same point, try to use all the opportunities to learn about anything. You should be learning about cooking. So you all should learn cooking, okay? That's the only thing which can take care of your husband very well. If you're not a cook, see, all fights, everything. Seriously, even though you've seen in many films, we watch films, we have our own time for kids and our own personal life. Like we used to put all the kids to sleep and go to all the movies, second shows. If you ask me before COVID times, all the movies we used to see. So we have our own specific times, special times we have, and kids time we have to manage all these things. Definitely, it's a multitasking. Yes, it's a multitasking. I think my time is up. I have gone far beyond that. Any questions you can ask me, anything, no problem. I don't know how much I motivated you, but I share something which I thought I should not talk so much about business because I don't know how much you see. If you were management students, you could have a little more. I'm not see. They might have learned something about the managerial thing and all. So I don't want to talk so much of managerial thing, but something which I am doing regularly in the factory, how I'm handling and all this thing. If you have any questions, you can very well ask. Anybody can ask, no problem. Yes, open to you.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Did you have a desire to be a businesswoman as a child?
To be very frank, no. I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to be a newspaper reporter. I wanted to be in the army. See all these things, but definitely that type of see all this risk-taking thing. To be very frank, and I was very independent. To be very frank, because I think from third grade or fourth grade I was in the boarding. My parents were abroad. Might be that might have because of the independent character I developed because of that. So all my job fantasies was like that. When I see an army movie, I felt so good to be an army person. Pilot, yes. News reporter who's having all the risk, who's going in the night time and like secret. So those type, yes. Entrepreneur, no. No business, no. But I always wanted to be in the limelight, to be very frank, okay? Yes.
Ma'am, will you inspire your children to become entrepreneurs in future?
One thing for your question is, see, I don't actually see. It has to come from themselves. See, I don't think you have to learn that. You have learned. See, all this. I don't think no parents will do that right now. Earlier, see, earlier the parents had the. Now the parents have all changed because see, like you new gen, we are also new gen. You cannot say that you are the only new gen. We are also new gen. See, one thing is, I will never say my kids to. Learn this thing, that thing. But I will definitely say after your graduation or your 12th, if you have an opportunity to work with some place or somewhere, you should work. Then you should go for learning again. Then the things what you learn, no, it will have a different impact. Your perspective will be different. Rather than bookish knowledge, you have a lot of other see the method of learning itself will be different. That is why abroad people don't insist their kids to after graduation 10, 12, go degree. Okay, PG, marriage. Now you're settled. Now you go for work. No, I will never say my kid like that. I'll tell them you have to learn 10th, 12th, yes. Then after that, if you want to work, you work. Then again, you learn from if you want to work somewhere, you work. But don't work like something which you are not going to learn anything. Work somewhere you can learn. You can go abroad and learn and come back. I don't say, see, when there is a lot of risk in Kerala, you should have that's a challenge. I don't say go abroad, settle life. No, you come back here, do something which is innovative, and you fight here. That's how we have to do, right? Why do you give all the economic maybe development to other countries? Let Kerala grow. So I don't think like okay, all go abroad. No, but I will always say my kids they're not at all independent to be very frank because I'm pampering them. We got our kids after a very long gap, so I pampered the first set, second set very street smart. If I ask a question to the first set, they will be like, "What, ma'am? Like what, amma? What are you?" Second will come with the answer. Is this a thing you asked? Second set, I'm telling the last one, two set of twins, right? The last third one, I don't know how I'm going to manage him. You have seen all the four, no? So he's terrible out of the five. So now he's not talking, but after that, he will know what he's going to say. Anyway, I will not ask them to be this thing and they can do anything what they want. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. I need more questions, okay? You're all very smart. You should have, definitely you have some questions. You should ask. Or I will be pinpointing, okay? You should ask. Definitely you have some queries. Any question you can ask. See, this is the opportunity I'm giving you. So that's why I'm telling don't lose your opportunity. See, you have the tension of what others will think. Don't think about others. You think about yourself. If you have a question, very small or big, just yes. Any questions? Vismaya have a question. Vismaya S.
Hello.
Yes.
So, ma'am, what do you think the mental, English, the mental health, what an entrepreneurship goes through?
Sorry, it's not very audible. Can you?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think the mental problems and issues or illness that entrepreneurship might go through?
If you ask me, see, towards 5 o'clock, maybe like 7 o'clock, if you ask the mental thing, I don't know how to explain it with the kids and the company and all. But you should have, see, when all this thing, early 6 o'clock, maybe early 5:30, I don't say 6 o'clock, I wake up. I and my husband walk in our premises because we have see after some time this COVID is eating our health also, so we should have my husband had some health issues, so I start walking. So that actually prevents you from your mental tensions, to be very frank. In the early morning after you walk, you become very fresh. Then I am a strong believer of God, whichever God you should have. See, you should have a strong faith in God. To be very frank, there's no luck. I say, there's luck, yes, but something. when we get so much of tension or so much of pressure, we that's what we do. We gather together, everyone gather together. I get so irritated when the kids when we come back from the office, the house will be like upside down. All the furnitures will be one side. They will make a house for themselves. The sofa cushions will be all they make. The bed sheets will be like a tent. Seriously, I'm telling. And the only thing I can say is, okay, guests coming, please clean up. Everybody will be running out with this thing because when guests come, we have to be clean. So when I get normally very tense, what we do is we all gather together, we hold our hands together, we sing a song or do something, all small, everyone is standing around, and we sing a song or say something, and that is one thing what we do. When you get so much of pressure, we used to watch movies. Now that's also there. TV also. Last week, my kid actually, I don't know who, nobody's taking the blame. It's all fully broken. So the TV time is also, we don't normally watch TV, only night time we watch, that time is also over. So that is what, then everything tension, okay? See, when I get so much of tension, I normally say, see, I can handle, be positive, I can handle. If I get so irritated, if I start shouting or hitting the kids, they become more violent. Then the sound, no, by evening, the sound becomes like piercing your ear. So I say, okay, be calm, be calm. So Kula said, my husband used to say, you are the person who's actually spoiling the kids. If he gets upset and I'm also getting upset, what the kids have to do? They are completely locked in the house. We should think from their point of view. That is one thing. From the factory also, we might have given a lot of things to them, lot of information. When we come back, now last day one thing happened. All the towards the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, there's a pneumatic gun. Pneumatic gun means like a stapler gun, which is meant for the shutter making and all. Like baby sleeping, four guns are kept on the table. Ma'am, all the guns, all of a sudden, it's all stop function. It's all damaged. Seven lying there. I was telling like my husband, oh, look at this, like baby sleeping all evening time. Tomorrow we have a load to go. The stapler is a very compulsory thing. To be very frank, my BP is going up. Then what they're doing? My God. Then I was telling, see, do you have a maintenance? We have given a maintenance book. Is there a maintenance book? Oh, for a long time, you're not doing that. When you have repaired 2-3 weeks back. See, like that. So if we shout at them, there's no point. We have to come. From that day onwards, for the last 2-3 weeks, I'm writing each and everybody's job response. We like each and everything. Oil the machinery morning, clean the machinery in the evening. We didn't have that particular system before. So evening you put. Then I just for the curiosity sake, when I talk with the repairing person, I asked them, what are you supposed? He said, oil. Are you oiling? Then it was actually fun for them. Okay, I asked the workers, are you putting oil? No, ma'am. No. We are not putting oil. Then you should put oil. That's what they say. So like that, we should put them instruction. You should not. There's no mental tension and all. There's no point. You have to find your own. Yoga is a very good thing. To be very frank, this thing, no, that's very good thing. Though I cannot do very regularly because I always talk and walk and everything very fast. So yoga, I don't think a yoga person. I'm fit for a yoga person. I can run, but I cannot do all the yoga and all. But you should find your own solutions. But be very positive. The tensions will go. Be very positive. When kids all fight together, no, I just sit like this. There was one psychologist in the kids' college when in the school which they study. He used to say, "See, just be a dead person for some time. If a dead person, will he respond? No. So I just keep quiet. I just close my eyes and keep quiet. Then say, oh, you Amma, what happened? Are you sick? Are you having any problem? Then I'll say, no. Can you please keep your sound a little more? I'll say, yes. That's only tricks which I use. I don't know, big. Everybody have their own methods and methodologies. Yes, I don't know. I have answered your questions. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, shall we wind up the session then? Any more questions, students? Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I
So,
invite Nivya Sabu for the vote of thanks.
Good morning to one and all gathered here. On behalf of the Department of Psychology, St. Teresa's College, I would like to extend my most sincere thanks to Almighty God. I extend a really hearty word of thanks to our chief guest, Ms. Gina Kurula, CEO of Kela Chandra Wood Zone, who spared time from her busy schedule to grace this occasion. Thank you for inspiring us with your story. You have
thank you so much.
empowered us to find and rather than waiting for it. You gave us into business world. Thank you for an inspiring and informative session and letting us know the importance of passion. The knowledge that you gave us will definitely help us in our future. I would like to thank our dearest Ms. Bindu John, Head of the Department, Ms. Disha Shekhar, IIC Faculty Coordinator, and all faculty members for their untiring efforts in making this event a grand success. Further, a big thanks to all students for gracing this event. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Can I leave, ma'am?
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.